Okay. I think we're good. Fix my volume. Now for the classic. What the hell was I doing? I think I just go up the stairs. Like, I think I did everything that I needed to do. The basement? I don't think it's the basement. Wow, I've just not been in the basement. I guess before we go anywhere, I should check the basement. Wish I could alt tab this game in peace. That sound. Yeah, we didn't go over here. Ow. Oh, I forgot about you legs. I don't know how I forgot to come down here. Crazy times we're living in. Nefarious times. Guess this is a dead end. Alright, we'll head to the second floor, I suppose. Guess it was worth coming down here for ammo and stuff. I thought that was a map. Okay. Where are those stairs? They're on my right. Never mind. Wonder if my computer's gonna explode when I'm playing Silent Hill F. Really hoping it doesn't. Oh, I'm not done here. Not good. I thought I was done here. Oh, what's about this? That's some shit. Bro, here I was thinking I just had to pop the fucking door open. That would be too easy though, wouldn't it? Really thought I'd just turn the stream on. Keep on going. But whatever. I think I just unlocked the basement though, so surely what I'm looking for is just in the basement, right? Yeah, that looks like a whole nother... Yeah, let's just go to the basement. Basement sounds like a reasonable starting point. That is the last button I unlocked, so... It's fine. Breaking doors, paths to go around. We shall figure it out. Put the map away, James. Do I like this more than the PS2 version? No. No, I don't. I think the PS2 version's better. Well, they both have their merits. But I do prefer the PS2 version. I do think it's better. I think the way the scenes are shot, I think the writing, I think some of the art, some of the voice acting is also better. Now that the voice acting is bad, the voice acting generally is better in this game. But there are a few moments that kind of lose some of that punch. The remake is also on the longer side. Longer than I feel like people are comfortable with out of a horror game, but I don't know. I'm an idiot. Never mind, I'm the goat. The problem with horror length, though, is that the horror games have it tough in this time. That people expect, like, longer games. So I guess you can't really be mad at them for expanding this game. And they'll do the same when Bloober works on Silent Hill 1 Remake. What about you? Which one do you prefer? Man, shout out to Silent Hill 1. You can get through that game in like 2.5 hours. Game is super short. Alright, well, we're headed in the right direction, which is good. Also the only path that we have to go. It's also a weird complaint, but this game has too much combat also. Also, this hospital is fucking enormous. Yeah, which one do you prefer? Oh, I heard something. I know I wasn't tripping. Only at the PS364, the PS2 game is half my rent. Yeah? Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's real as fuck. Oh my god, that's funny. Well, not funny that it's half your rent, but you know, there are certain publishers, I'm looking at you, Nintendo, that are like, I don't really get the problem, guys. Just if you want to play the game, just buy the game. And it's like, Are you aware of how expensive some of these games are? It also hurts that they don't even sell them, but I'm assuming you played on the HD collection then. I've not played the HD collection. I haven't played the HD collection, so I just don't expect. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you only hear bad things about the HD collection. What's up, Val? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Unless you've been a bad person, then I hope it was a bad Tuesday. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you're doing well. Need to dug out this next script, and then it's Silent Hill season for a little bit, boys. I'm sorry. I was talking about it in the Discord, but I'm probably going to stream the entire playthrough. Speaking of a great moment of bad voice acting, here we go.
Maria, I thought... Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway? What do you mean, anyway? I was almost killed back there. I have never been so scared in my whole life.
If you hear the original voice direction here,
all you care about is that death.
It is good.
You couldn't care less about me, could you?
No, I just...
Then stay with me. Don't leave me alone again.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take care
I am right there with you. I'm right there with you. I wonder... There's a whole lot of gamers, but I wonder what the general consensus... I wonder what the general consensus of
Laura.
Like game length is.
You found her?
Because game length doesn't always equal like value.
He ran away.
What? Well, we have to find her.
Yeah, you really seem to care about that girl. Do you know her?
I'd never met her before.
Games that are short, I think, do need to have some form of like replay value.
She's all alone.
Or just be like cheaper in price.
I don't know, for some reason I feel
Because
like
people do have a
sometimes
hard time
it's
spending like $40 on a 6-hour experience. Like I remember when Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice dropped.
Come on.
People are like, I can't justify spending all this money on a game. I can't do it, man. And like, I get that, right? It's like $40 for a game that feels like a tech demo, but it's a super cool experience. But it is just expensive and pricey. If memory serves me, I think that was the similar situation with the Order 1886, right? Order 1886 drops. People are like, yo, let's go. And then they finish the game in like 5 hours, and it's like, what the fuck? Why was this $60? So, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But shorter games need to have some more of that PS2 game design with unlockables, but I don't know. Unlockables are one of those things that's kind of disappeared because you can just sell it all as DLC nowadays. Speaking of, I'm playing P5R for the sixth time. They're wondering if Cave will buy one of the spin-offs. Well, you're obviously not there for the story anymore, and if you're not there for a story, you know, there's also SMT5, which is on sale. I think SMT5 is on sale right now. You have a fun time with that. I think maybe, potentially, possibly. But yeah, that's the other thing. When you see indie developers, dude, when you see indie developers release games and they're just like, I'm not gonna lie, what publishers were pissed that the game was $20. They're like, how the hell are you doing this? You spent 8 years on a $20 game, and it's phantasmagorical. Yeah, it's just not fair. But that's also one of the perks of being an indie studio, right? Like when you let artists cook and they produce good stuff, it's like, all right, man, you know. What did you think was gonna happen? That said, though, that's also not like a definitive thing to say, because there are some artists that have processes that just kind of bleed money. So I don't know. Game pricing is like it's a lot more subjective than I think people realize. What you're comfortable with. Because when you're younger, I think you definitely want your games to be as long as humanly possible. Then you get a little bit older, you realize that you don't have the time to deal with friction, but if you were younger, you go crazy on a game. Then you put it down, then you go play your favorite games that you grew up playing, and then you're like, damn, where's the time going? And it's like, yeah, man, I don't know. So, I don't know. Please be open. Perfect.
Is that what I think?
Imagine the length of GTA 6 and the DLC. Yeah. There's also games that become like mega games. Where, like, take a game like Destiny, for example, right? You drop your game, and then you just add more content and more content and more content and more content. And it's like, yeah, sure, this game's like absurdly expensive.
Having trouble there?
But
Yeah.
I don't know. When you put down the numbers of like, hey, do you want to spend $300 on a 1,000-hour game potentially?
You're supposed to be
Probably.
around here. How's a little girl like me
So,
supposed to help?
Team Cherry not only is small, but they're both developer and publisher of their own games, so they don't need to share games. Yep. It really helps when you have less cooks in the kitchen. It's also just generally nice from like a production standpoint to be more aligned on. It's nice from a production standpoint, I think, to be more aligned on what you're trying to accomplish between publisher and developer. And a lot of studios just don't have that luxury. A lot of studios don't.
Not very cute, is it?
A lot of studios can't publish their games.
Why don't you take it?
James's face here kills me. Look at him.
Thanks.
But Tails, did you play the remake?
Where to now?
Come on. I think I know where those rings belong.
I think the scariest part about that game is what it's going to do to video game pricing. Because like you said, Take-Two does... I'm not a big GTA fan, so I don't really care. Like, don't expect anything GTA related from me. If anything, I have a... if anything, I think most of Rockstar's games are bad. Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, I think a lot of... My blazing hot take with the Rockstar games is that... I think those games are kind of like... I don't know, like all the development happens during car rides. All the missions are show up, shoot this, run away. Everybody has raunchy over the top humor. And it's not that I don't like raunchy over the top humor. I mean, if you've been in the stream for like 2 seconds, you'll understand. You'll understand that I am no saint. But regardless, things on the second floor. For games they're making is this day one DLC. Speaking of, weren't people disappointed with it's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. The new Mario Kart game, there we go. Then people are apparently mad at like Persona 3 Reload on the Switch, and then they're also mad at some other stuff. So yeah, but like I always said, and I post about this on Blue Sky, I make posts about this on Twitter, talk about it in the Discord. Never forget, in a capitalist system, your wallet is your most lethal weapon. If you don't like something, don't buy it. That's the only way to get a point across. Sitting here and making videos, like even just like talking about it, it's like brother, as long as they're making money, it doesn't matter. So you got to attack the bottom line. Which sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Like I have a friend who's super deep into Destiny.
What's wrong?
Let's just get out of here, okay?
I have a friend who's super into Destiny, and he's just like, bro. The controversy for that I've seen is people are angry at 30 FPS. They're angry that episode Aegis isn't included. They're angry at the price, and they're angry at the game keycard thing. And then there's some drama with like Pokemon now too, of like them like locking evolutions behind a paywall. It's a wild timeline we're living in. But hey, man, who knows? It could be time for my Nintendo hater manifesto. Speaking of, I'm finalizing the Silent Hill 1 video, so hopefully I can get that out before Silent Hill F. And yeah, then when Silent Hill F drops, I'm not gonna lie to you, you guys are gonna get some like 6, 7, 8 hour streams. I'm gonna turn into a streamer for a little bit, and then disappear and go back to occasionally streaming, or whenever I have like a big game out. Also, whenever Persona 6 drops, then, you know, I will obviously be playing that for like 40 hours. I'm lying to you. That brother, oh, as an adult, dude, Persona 6, that game's going to be, oh, it's going to be so long. Yeah. Content really burned me out. It was that. Didn't they also fire their QA team? Like lately? Like, and the worst part about it is that if you're a fan of Destiny, well, actually, it's not even if you are a fan of Destiny. There's nothing like it. Like, if you love Destiny, and if you love that style of combat, the feel of it, the world, the lore, the music, everything, you can't get that anywhere else. Also, Tails, do you have a Series S or a Series X? I probably turned this up way too high. Let me fix that. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's probably fine.
Run!
Okay. Oh, you turn.
There! An elevator!
Yeah. I'm not super big into this game is like loud and then quiet. Yeah,
Come on, hurry!
I'm not super big into looter shooters personally. But speaking of, since we're talking about Destiny and looter shooters, I feel like we have to mention man, the whole Borderlands 4 thing is such a wild turn of events. Holy shit, Borderlands 4. I guess primarily if you're a PC player. If you're not a PC player, you know, you're chilling. You are chilling. This is another moment that, in my opinion, was ruined in the remake. The image of James coming down from the elevator with his face cracked, like with his face and his whole body turned to the side like he's scared of the camera. With his back turned like he's hiding in shame. And now it's juxtaposed with the music playing in the background as you search and pick up gear and equipment. Yeah. As they say in Spanish, mal bueno. What the? Yeah. Remember way back in the day, people were enjoying the hell out of board. What did I just hear? Back in the day, I remember people were just in love with Borderlands 2. Then I think it was like the pre-sequel or one of them dropped and people were just like, what the fuck is this? But I think it was mostly due to the humor. I don't know. But yeah, if you're a fan of looter shooters, there's unfortunately just not much to play. Which sucks. That said, though, it's funny. The general consensus seems like it's a good game and it's going to be even better with more content. But also, if you play on PC, good luck. Like a coin flip. So. It also doesn't help, too, that Cliff Blazinski is Cliffy B's being Cliffy B. Guys, the game's optimized. Just turn on DLSS and frame gen, brother. I hate to put words in your mouth, but I'm fairly certain that's the opposite of optimized. Do I have the cell next? I think I have the cell next. Oh shit. So. But yeah, game pricing is just I'm in full circle. Game pricing's in a rough spot. I'll watch out for these knife wielders. Oh my god. Brother, if one of these things kill me. Celebrated things in that franchise. Yeah. A game from back when I was in high school. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Apparently that Telltale game was going crazy. Speaking of, they're out of business now, aren't they? Damn, pour one out. Destiny only had one DLC. I think I was just starting college when Destiny came out. Actually, yeah, I was, because I remember my roommate at the time was like, yo, man, you like games, right? And I was like, sure. He's like, have you played the new Destiny, man? And then he just, you know, put down a 6-pack in front of me. I was like, okay. Nice to meet you, too. His name was Pat. Shout out, Pat. I don't know many Patricks. He was good people, though. I definitely looked out with a roommate. My God, all my other friends in college were just fighting for their lives. Still bugs me how Microsoft is not using their infinite money to make their product. Oh. I wish that's how business worked. You guys have infinite money. You don't need any more. Yeah. It's also crazy because I don't think I've ever seen consoles becoming more expensive over time. Like that is one of the craziest things to me. But yeah, Microsoft, I've said this for a while, but the biggest issue I think with like Microsoft and generally Xbox, and I don't see anybody else talk about this, and maybe this is like a taboo thing, but it's the honest to God truth, man. Listen, I understand that everybody has like different tastes for their exclusives. Like obviously if you're on PlayStation, you like more Japanese stuff, and that's fine. And I'm not going to sit here and say Japanese games are superior to like Western games. But when you look at Microsoft's library, man, they are dangerously lacking in anything that isn't just a shooter. Like the fact that quote unquote shooters just describe, if you say shooters, you're describing an overwhelming majority of their exclusives. Whereas over on Sony's side, you have your platformers, you have your stealth games, you have your shooters, you have your fighting games. You have all of this depth of stuff. So when Sony got caught up with their online infrastructure during the PS4 era, it's like, all right, well, also not to mention that Microsoft was also pivoting the Xbox into like a, they were a little too early. They were turning the console into like a media box. So that said, I used to be a big fan of Phil Spencer. I think he needs to go. Hey, Matt Booty, Sarah Bond, let them all go. Brother, who are you hiding from like that? Oh. That is not cash money. You better be hiding something good back here. I didn't even see that thing. Almost got me bamboozled. Yeah. Yeah, that, and I'm not gonna lie, it's becoming more and more difficult to assess the success of Game Pass, and I've said this for a while, because Game Pass all has different deals with like different publishers and studios to make their games. So, oh no, they all have like different deals, and different deals mean you have to obviously evaluate all of them differently. And even though, you know, you have games like, what's it called? I can literally see it. That game that, holy fuck, I'm blanking on it. Not Sunset Overdrive. It's the game that Tango made. Yeah, but Tango released a game out of nowhere that did super well. Or Trap Step. Yeah, man. Tango released a game that did super well, and they're like, we're happy with this. And we're looking forward to working more with the Hi-Fi Rush. Thank you. Yeah, I know Tango for the Evil Within and like Ghostwire Tokyo. But yeah, they dropped that game. They say everything's going well. Only to close them down. Like, it is hard to hey, lurk on, brother. But yeah, they drop a game, they say it's successful, then then you close the studio down after the most successful product. I'm on screen. Oh my god. Don't worry, I won't say anything crazy. Unless something crazy happens, then I have to say something crazy. Xbox's leadership, they don't matter after the billion. Yeah. I mean, their strategy also just, like I said, it just doesn't make any sense, man. It just doesn't make much sense to me. Like, you go and buy all these studios. You go through, buy up all these studios. God, I'm going to jail. Yeah, you go through, you buy up all these studios, you force all these studios to make games for you on Game Pass. You close the majority of them down. Well, not a majority, but you close a lot of them down. It's like, brother, what's the point of any of this? Especially when initially you promised to just, you know, give them creative freedom. All right, legs. Yeah, you're like, the benchmark of success is just nonsensical with them. Okay. Yeah, they'd further invest in Tango after Hi-Fi. They're like, hey, you made a game that did really well. So what's your reward for making us money? Oh yeah, nothing. Your imminent demise. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. That's like going up to a car salesman and being like, man, you sold 100 cars this month. That's insane. Well, it's been fun. What do you mean it's been fun? Nothing fun about this. So, yeah, I don't get it. Yeah. Yeah, they need new development. They need new leadership. Especially with all the canceled products they have as well. All the canceled games and mismanaged projects. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. After Redfall, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Because Redfall is clearly not something that Arcane... I don't know, it's not in their wheelhouse, man. Arcane is like your immersive sim, like stealth. They're your immersive sim stealth studio. Why do you have them working on this multiplayer co-op shooter? I don't know. I don't know. I also need Nintendo to lock in. Wow. Then again, telling Nintendo to lock in. Shit. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. But I don't know, man. The Switch 2 sold incredibly well. Oh my damage. Yeah, no, I saw the article as well. He said he said the responsibility was mostly on him, and he wonders if it would have played out any different had more had they had an Eastern publisher. Yes, brother, I see you. Don't think I don't. Man, shout out Hideki Kamiya. That man is a man on a mission. Seems like a serious guy. But no. Yeah. Shit, Scalebound is an RPG they could have used. And then what, didn't like True Dark or what's the name of that game? There's another game that got canceled by them. And it's like, brother, why? Yeah. Don't forget the Nintendo game, or the Nintendo. Don't forget the game that why do I keep saying Nintendo? The game that Microsoft forced Bethesda to work on was Starfield. I have not played Starfield, and maybe it's just a symptom of just modern gaming taste. Brother, that game was so weird. I feel like it dropped and everybody's like, dude, it's so good. And then like all the hype just died overnight. It was actually perplexing. Oh shit. If I was an Eastern publisher, would have come out good or bad. Yeah. Shit, honestly, at this point, I remember a few years ago, everybody's like, Sega, you should try to get bought out by Microsoft. Thank God that never happened. I can't even imagine how poorly managed those games would be. Well, like you said, they have infinite money, so if shareholders finish sharehold, so guys, they want to buy us out for double our worth. We need to do that. That's a great idea, San. Oh, hi. Man, on some real shit though, shout out to Sega, man. The first publisher that wanted to work with the channel. And those people keep it 1000% 100. I'm like, hey, this is ass. I'll send this to your team. Okay. And that's mostly just me advocating for like players and not so much just like the quality of the game. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have no idea how that game sold. Was it a success? But it is interesting how just Nintendo just got the rights. Now I'm curious how that happened. Maybe it didn't sell well. I don't know. Shout out to Bayonetta. I still want to play Bayonetta 3 at some point. Even though I know the game doesn't exactly have favorable reviews. Then again, it's probably better on the Switch too, assuming the performance has gotten better. I think what's more strange and still relevant to this is how they've handled yeah, that's true. But I think what's even more okay, Mr. Truck. Well, I was going to say, what's even more interesting about that is when you look at places like, all right, game. But what's even more interesting is when you look at how Capcom is taking care of Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry has literally printed money since its inception. Every game just sells phantasmagorically well. And their reaction is you barely get a game. Oh, I hate this place. The Devil May Cry being handled the way it's been handled is so crazy to me. Like, I just don't understand how that happens.
Where did she go?
Well, I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, dude, I know that there's a save point someplace in here. He was not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss. Is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a ladder and a wrench. Okay. I draw it on my map. Indubitably. Do you miss anything from the original game? Cutscene cinematography, some of the voice acting, the length of the game. There were some elements of the original too that were actually scarier. Like I said, I think I actually prefer that in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. That said, though, I don't want to sit here and say that this is like a bad remake. Because at least when it comes to a game like Silent Hill 2, Konami's like, we don't have the source code, so we're just going to remake it and hope we don't lose it. But some perks with this game is that the voice acting overall is just much better. The dungeons in this game are very, very big, though. This game is also genuinely horrifying at times. Like if you're playing alone with a good pair of headphones. Yeah, if you're curious, I actually did a video on it. Squeeze out a quick video. I'm going over all my thoughts. Again, a bunch of publishers really kill / abandon things in 2010s. Yeah. Something that people forget is how bad Capcom was not too long ago. Okay, well, it was like over a decade ago at this point, but they were real bad for some time. Oh my god. They were on a generational ass run once upon a time. That's also back when their CEO was like, yeah, we need to monetize our games as much as possible. That's when you started to get games with a bunch of DLC just that came on the disc. It was real bad. It was real bad. Yeah, the 2010s were kind of weird. Guess we'll hop into this dark room. Surely that'll be safe. I do like, though, how they greatly expanded Silent Hill. Like, you can actually explore this place. And the audio in this game, I think, is so underappreciated. The audio in this game is actually incredible. I don't know how they made all these sounds, but it does not go underappreciated. These ones with the knives, bro. I'm not built for this. I think my most controversial take on this game, though, is the original soundtrack was better. This soundtrack is... It's still great because it's still Silent Hill 2 soundtrack, but it's now like overproduced, if that makes any sense. I know that's a really weird criticism, but like overproduced now. I don't know how to put it. Like sometimes there's just a lot going on at times. And hey, man, like you'll hear me talk. You'll hear my thoughts about it extensively in the Silent Hill 1 video, but there's something nice about minimalism, especially with horror, in my opinion, at least. Also, it's really cool to see these things after playing oh yeah. What? White Noise, Lisa's theme. I can hear it. I can't remember the name. It's like in the club, not in the club by 50 Cent. No, it's maybe it's like in the night or something like that, or Heaven's Night. It's when you're just hanging out. No, it's the song that plays when you go and meet Eddie and Laura at the bowling alley. I also have no idea if this game's soundtrack necessarily fits the game, but it's so good anyways. It's like, who the fuck cares? Like, it's like, we all have ears. Let's be for real. His higher ups just said that he wants the company to be back to single player powerhouse, and man, that's so funny considering the amount of time and money they would. Yeah, I guess I'm happy that they learned their lesson, but it's not even like games as a service games are bad per se. It's more so I don't know. If I was running those if I'm responsible of their industry and which direction it's headed, truthfully, I'm trying to get new and younger developers opportunities, the same opportunities that more senior development staff had. Because if you've been developing games for like 20 or 30 years now, and you're a director or like a senior producer, or you are in charge of making music, or you're a script writer or something like that. Oh my God. You made games in a time where games were much cheaper and easier to make. Like some some fucking PS2 games took like 2 years to make. 2 years to make with no crunch. 2 years to make with just everybody working 8 hours a day. 8, 9, maybe 10-hour shifts. Yep. So I would try to have a couple of just unicorn franchises. Maybe like one or two that you can just make. Probably just one with how much time it takes to make games. Have a unicorn franchise where you're putting in like a lot of your money. You know it's going to be safe to get your return on your investment. And then from there, man, try to like allocate some money to the side. Because you know what allocating money to the side allows people to do? Make games like Demon Souls. Make little game modes such as Call of Duty. Call of Duty Zombies. A lot of this stuff just happens because people are passionate about it. People are passionate and want to try new things. And it's just getting harder and harder with everything being expensive. So, like, obviously, you know, you need to put more money generally across the board up to support developers, but it's hard. And games as a service games, I was about to say this can't be a one way. The problem with games as a service games, and an issue that we're facing with current generations that we've never encountered before, is people are playing the same games for longer than they've ever had. Like, this is the first time that we've had, like, think of it this way. If you've been playing Apex Legends, Fortnite, or like other titles, you've been playing those for almost a decade at this point across 2 console generations. That's not a normal thing anymore. Like, that's just not a normal thing. It's the first time that this has ever happened. And when you just spend money on games as a service, it's a living, breathing thing. That money is going to be invested back into the game. You can't expect those funds to go into like other projects, unfortunately, with how expensive servers and manpower and seasonal content and just everything is. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough. There's no easy answer, which is why I'm a content creator. And I criticize and I don't make any decisions. All right, man. Don't ask ASUS Ryzen more. They have a plenty of franchises, and they have, and more importantly, they have a ton of dormant franchises that people want to make a comeback. I'm always down for new, but you know, like the fact that there hasn't been like a Sly Cooper game in a minute is kind of crazy. I think people want a Twisted Metal game too. They'd like for that to come back, but yeah, I don't know. The other issue too with exclusives is we're at a time where game development is so expensive that there's no point in making exclusives anymore. Like, games are too expensive. Sony Gravity Rush, my beloved. Dude, what happened to... What did he just get shot? I just saw that all of Tails' messages just disappeared. What the hell just happened? Dude, how did he do that? Hold on. Oh, it's Stream Elements. Yo, give me one sec. Let me open up Stream Elements. Clean this shit up. I don't know what the hell this thing is thinking. One second. Chatbot. Was it? Maybe he posted a Zalgo. Didn't post a link. Yeah, what the hell? Yeah, that's weird as fuck. I've never seen that happen before. This Stream Elements delete. I will look into that in a bit. Speaking of using a bunch of money, what a Naughty Dog higher up said that Intergalactic will be the most expensive project, and well, was 200 million. Yeah, I think Spider-Man 3 was even. I think Spider-Man 2 was even more. Yeah, that's not surprising. Especially since, you know, things aren't going to get cheaper. Like, it took them releasing Spider-Man 2. I think it took like over a year for them to get all their money back. So. Yeah, it's tough out there. It is tough, and everything's so expensive. Like, you hear the budgets of games, and we really can't be surprised that shit's like $100 now. My God, I dodged. I get hit for no reason. I mean, Disney doesn't fuck around with their stuff, though. If you fuck up Disney properties, they will happily revoke that license. But it's also not a Disney product. It's also like, it's a Sony product. Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. Never forget that. That is Sony's bread and butter. When comic books were exploding like 20 years. Oh. When comic books were exploding 20 years ago, Sony's like, well, I'll take that one. Brother, how did you grab me from all the... I'm getting fucked up in this corner. Oh my god. Yeah. But I wouldn't be surprised if exclusives just died. I mean, yeah, but there's other games that are more expensive than that. I mean, fucking COD is... I mean, what COD is reportedly like $500 million every year. All right, we'll pick up the phone. The ominous, spooky phone.
Hello? Anyone there?
Yeah, but we are quickly going to see the end of... We're going to quickly see the end of exclusives. And honestly, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just too expensive. It's just too expensive not to have your game on everything. How's your back? Oh. Dude, literally, when you got timed out, that was my question. I was like, what did he do? Because I looked into the chat thing, just all the messages were blocked. This message deleted. Can I like look up the history of what Stream Elements did? Got commands, modules, timers. Social support, counters. The only thing I have on is Zalgo protection, link protection. I have banned words that are the obligatory bad stuff, but yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, like I genuinely have no idea what. I'll look into it after, I promise. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. That's really annoying. My bad. Dude, I feel so bad. Oh, my stutters. Dude, I feel so bad. I'm sorry. Well, it's just frustrating because I just wanted to know what it was. I'm gonna reach out to somebody at Stream Elements before I go to bed. Just send them an email and be like, guys, what the fuck? Warm regards, Dogmas domain. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if. Well, I mean, Square Enix was straight up like, we can't afford to not have everything everywhere. Hey, I hate. We love that here. YouTube's aggressive AI. Oh, before I answer that question about AI, yeah, man, it's really interesting how Square Enix was just like, yeah, you know, we can't afford to have any of our games be exclusive anymore. It's costing us too much money, so expect our stuff everywhere. Thanks for understanding. And the same thing's happening with a bunch of other studios. And a lot of that too is just because games are so expensive. Plush / comma hyphen, whatever you want to say. If everybody just wants, I don't know, if we have crossplay and everybody just wants to play everything, like, what's the point anymore? Like, you might as well play on what you want. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, shit, the only reason why I went over to PC was because, long story short for me, I built my first PC back in 2015. No, 2014. Yeah, 2013. God, I'm old. I built it back in 2013, around when I was graduating high school, because I remember going to talk to the guy at GameStop, and he's just like, yeah, you know, none of your games are going to work on the PS4. And I was like, what do you mean none of my games are going to work on it? He's like, yeah, there's no backwards compatibility. I'm like, what the fuck is a backwards compatibility? And then he's like, yeah, you're going to have to buy all your stuff back. And I was like, but I sold you everything. Because, you know, I was like 16. I was like 16, 17. He's like, yeah, man, well, I can't help you. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to PC. And I've been here since. And now I can play almost all of my games that I've bought since 2013. And it's kind of crazy. If anything, free online and no generations are holy frame rate. But yeah, no generations and backwards compatibility and emulators and free online are why you're here. Fuck was that? All right, YouTube's new. So what specifically about their AI systems is going on? As I saw, I'm a Sony pony. God. Come on, man. Ponies are mystical animals. I mean, before that, dude, I had a PS2. I mean, I like Japanese games, so I didn't really have a choice. Shit, the only reason I had a PS3 is because some dude was like, hey, if you got an Xbox, you're going to have to pay for online. And me, a 15-year-old, that's a death sentence. Who the fuck's going to pay for online? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, no, you should game wherever the hell you want. Listen, for everybody that says like, oh, PC Master Race or all this other dumb shit or PC's the best platform, even though I think it's the best platform, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this shit's perfect. PC ports in the past 2 years have reminded me a lot of PC ports when I first got it in here. When your computer has a problem, I hope you're good at surfing Reddit and talking to AI to diagnose what your problem is. And especially now that I rely on my computer for streaming, for videos, for writing, for Photoshop, for everything. Yeah, yeah. It's no longer, oh man, it'll be fun to upgrade X, Y, and Z. It's no, I need this so I can write. I need this so I can edit. I need this so I can do anything else. So, yeah. It's gonna be really funny though when all of the exclusives, all of like PlayStation's exclusives come out to Xbox. Because the day that happens, brother, it doesn't matter where you play anymore because everything has crossplay. Everything has crossplay and everything plays everything. And then Discord's on consoles too now, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter where you play. It's just pure preference. But yeah, Tails, what AI system were you what AI system are you talking about? Are you talking about how all the big creators are complaining about views dropping? Don't know. You know, playing this game really makes me want to get a new graphics card. Until I realize I don't have money for a new graphics card. If this isn't open, I was about to say we storm at dawn, boys. Ichi. Yeah. But I don't know. Something that's nice nowadays is that I don't think that there's a giant, like, the quote unquote console war is nowhere near as toxic as it used to be. Because, man, back in the day, that shit was like politics. You're either with me or you're against me. Excuse me? Don't we all like playing video games? Also, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, You didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you alright? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
Something I will say though is that Sony has been pretty anti-consumer this time around. Ever since stomping on the Xbox brand, they've been pretty anti-consumer, whether it's blocking crossplay or introducing other predatory practices. They found a lot of success and they make sure that everybody knows the historical society building. I don't think it's as long as the hospital. Dude, that hospital's so big. So is that the meme lord in the flesh? Should I hit you with the big Columbus, Ohio gozaimasu? No, I'm just kidding. All right, boys, we got to work harder to get Konami's attention. God damn it. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, Columbus does. Yeah, we were actually just talking about, what are we talking about? Doesn't winning come after imploding? like they exploded and there's no other place to go. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just happy that we don't have like the crazy toxic arguments from like consoles back when I was younger. Like I said, man, the console wars back in the day, that shit was like Crips and Bloods. That shit was personal. All right. Doing this is just a chasm. Imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise. This ambient piano is nice though. Yeah, we really don't want Xbox oh, you're spot on too. Yeah, I wish they tried to fight back. Okay, well that's not true. They bought a bunch of places. PC gaming has exploded though. Is this a Silent Hill 1 reference? I think it is. Yeah, that's another thing. PC has just exploded as a platform. thanks to a plethora of reasons. Alright, I guess nothing in here changed. Move this mic. Actually, it's fine right here. There's... yeah, garage jack. I need to find one. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if they kept doing their thing though, because a lot of it's just I mean, say what you will about them, but they know how to innovate. Like, they genuinely bought a interesting way. They have genuinely recontextualized the mobile gaming front. And they paved the way. They're such an interesting developer. Well, I'd argue that the best developers is between just generally Nintendo and Valve. Hands down. But Valve was obviously more focused on making money in games. And Nintendo, well, as long as you know that they hate you, you're doing okay. I've just never seen a company that's hated their fans more. Yep. They are just the importance of games. You making good games and you're fine. Yeah, okay, well, except with the Wii U. But that's when Nintendo had their own head up their ass. Because the biggest problem with the Wii U and even the Wii to an extent is that there was no third-party support. Nintendo during the Wii and Wii U era found so much success doing other things. They found so much success with like the gimmick of the Wii that they're like, all right, you know, this shit's already selling so well. We don't need third-party support. Then they started lagging behind on everything else. Like there were like basic necessities even back in like 2016 when the original Switch launched. That almost scared me. There are some basic necessities like, am I going crazy? But did the Switch not have Bluetooth? There was some weird glaring omission that it just didn't have. Even by 2016 standards, that's crazy. Yeah, Valve was the first people. I mean, Valve and Gabe Newell realized, hey, people are going to be buying stuff digitally first one day. Especially if there's a good product. He has an excellent Bluetooth audio. Yeah. It was missing something glaring. It wasn't like backgrounds either or something dumb. It was like something actually important. It didn't have it at launch. That Switch didn't. Yeah. 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 Yeah, they just make so many fucking good games that you're kind of cornered. But no, to quote Gabe Newell on Valve's success, the best way to combat piracy is you have to have an affordable alternative. And if you do have an affordable alternative, guess what's going to happen? People are going to show up. This is not related to gaming at all, but if you look at leagues like the NFL or the NBA, the NFL, if you have like 2 services, you can watch all their games. You can watch like every single game that they're playing this year. But if you want to watch basketball, you need to have fucking like Amazon, TNT, NBC. There's several things you have to have. It's too expensive. It's like over $100 a month. Who the fuck's gonna pay for that? So then they were like, huh, you know, why don't we just have a platform, collect games on them, and see what happens? Lo and behold, you had, like Effect said, you're the first in market. You just popped off. So it's one of the things too that's incredibly frustrating about Nintendo, because Nintendo is the first to be like, don't pirate our shit, but we're also not going to give you a way to play our games. Anyways, fuck you, the community, brother. Yep. Dude, 2010 Netflix, holy fuck. Holy shit. Can I lower this? I guess I can't. Like, there has to be something in here that I'm missing. But yeah, man. So happy I was there. 2010 Netflix. You went there? Man. Man, Stranger Things was in its prime. House of Cards was genuinely fantastic. You had all your adult animation stuff for like Family Guy and American Dad. Adult animation sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. Literally everything was there, because everybody's like, dude, there's no way you're gonna be Blockbuster. Only for them to you know, beat Blockbuster. Yeah, dude, Netflix's fall off in quality must be studied. Speaking of companies that just throw money at shit, that's Netflix. That's Netflix. Like, I think they spend equal or a similar amount of money that HBO spends on their shows. Brookhaven is a hospital with long history. It was established in 1810 when a deadly epidemic swept through the Silent Hill area. Ever since, I can't read today, incessantly brought help to the residents of the town. However, more and more have made their voices heard of how the presence of psychiatric hospitals in the middle of the town has a negative impact on the local community. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, if you want to beat privacy, you just have to offer a better product. It's that simple. And if you don't offer a better product, your sub is going to get pirated. And at the end of the day, what would you rather have? Some money or no money? Dude, I am missing something in here and it's going to drive me crazy. Fucking water, bro. Oh, water bros. Mr. Guys, it's hard to make money when you only have Superman in DC. Oh, shout out to Warner Bros. I unironically want to make a video about them, because they just fuck up with everything, man. Like games, TV shows, you name it. You name it, they fail at it. This is going to be something so painfully obvious. Because I'm not getting the check mark. Gotta smack myself. No parking and constant use. There really no button to press or something here to like lower the car. No wall to break. All right, we're going to the medical ward. FX makes a lot of great stuff too, and Apple TV also cooks a lot. Yeah. And I know everybody talks about this, and it's not even like anything crazy, but Severance, brother, Severance might be the best show on TV, and that shit's not even on TV. It's, man, if you guys haven't watched Severance, go watch Severance. I'm not gonna lie though, I've been getting spoiled on like TV lately. I've been getting back into watching anime, and I've finally got around to watching Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. That is some cinema. Oh my god. I don't know what they were on in the early 2000s. That shit is cinema. It is so good. Hey, when you guys watch TV, do you guys watch TVs on your phones, on your laptops, exclusively on TVs? On monitors? How do you guys watch your TV and stuff? I'm now curious. Because I almost exclusively watch everything on I almost exclusively watch everything on a TV. That could be weird though. Ironically, I have my Xbox One S just hooked up. PC monitor, tablet, phone, sometimes actual TV next to me. Yeah. Am I weird for only watching it on a TV? Right. There's some cloth clogging the hood and I can't pull it out. What is that crap? The balls are getting stuck by the end of the logo. I try to push it with a pin, but I can't. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go to lane 3. Yeah. Also, TVs, like the color, I think the color and the clarity are just better. And also, and this is about to sound really like elitist, but there's something about just like watching something on a TV that just feels so official. I don't know. PC or mobile, yeah.
This town's full of monsters. Who could just sit here and eat pizza?
F. I guess I missed this on my first run. It's cool to see this area back though. Shout out to the pizza line. Legendary. 180. Yeah. That's why yeah. I mean, like I said, I just have my my Xbox Series S just right there. I'm still baffled by how great of an investment that was. Like, sure, it's not the best 4K Blu-ray player, but Crunchyroll, Funimation, HBO. I need a new TV. Maybe one day. Or the biggest cope. I'm just gonna get a TV with a built-in Blu-ray player. Physical media. That's another thing that I think people forget too nowadays. Because we all stream so much stuff that if you actually look at the quality of stuff that you get when playing it off of a when you actually look at the quality of stuff that you get when playing off of a like a physical piece of media like a Blu-ray, it's night and day. It's just night and day. I also used to play games on PC. I used to play games on a TV. Then I got my computer, and that was that. Been on a monitor since. I also learned about our refresh rates and all that jazz. Oh, I remember this. Is it worth $100? I don't know. Dude, this shit is going to bother the f out of me. Oh, what am I supposed to do in there? Also, where is that code? Let's go in there and see if we can find the code. If we can, then we're going to dip. What do you mean? We have high dive. Yeah. People also tend to forget that they're owned by, that Crunchyroll's owned by Sony. They just bought anime in the West. Where was that note that I picked up? Try to push it, pin, but I can't push it from there. Clogging the hood, and I can't pull it out. What is? See if we can go there. All right, which one is lane 3? Was it 3 from the left or 3 from the right? Or maybe it's just the... for a hint before we dip. I'm sorry, these are really uncomfortable. These are like pictures of real people. I don't like that. Maybe the code's like not on these shoes, are there? 13. Yeah, I'm missing out on numbers because I only see 13 and 3. Well, yeah. All right, let's get to it. Hold on. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Yeah, when Crunchyroll bought up Funimation, I was like, that's not good. That's not good. Crunchyroll's app also, like, hopefully it's better on other platforms, but on the Xbox One, bad. Also, I forgot to reply. Yeah, no, the 4K Blu-ray player on the Xbox is pretty good. Not the best, but gets the job done. The worst part too is that nobody can really compete with Crunchyroll either. I love monopolies. Funimation brought Didn't Crunchyroll buy Funimation and then shut them down? I could be lying though. I think that's what happened. Or is that right stuff? Anime's so cooked. Anime is so cooked. Shout out to the guy on Reddit that pieced together what all these words mean.
It's him.
But yeah, supporting Apple, that's something. That's what it was. I got my liquid ass update. Friend, with all due respect, what does that mean? Liquid glass. I almost missed liquid ass. It just keeps going down and down and down and down and down. I'm not gonna lie though. With the way Android's headed, I can't even really. With the way Android's headed, I don't think I can really judge Apple anymore. Since Android is just alternative, and since Android is just alternative iOS now. I don't know, man. There's going to be people that fight you. Probably palmer. What a slice ribeye. You got a man in your life? And if you do you want another one? It can be me. Isn't Google's best product just Chrome? Chrome or like Google Doc by default? This place is not fun. Actually, I take it back. Google Cardboard. There we go. I forgot about Google Stadia. How many balls do I have to break? Pause. That's true. Yeah, man. Oh, we don't use Chrome. Speaking of, wasn't there a browser that was recently just referred to as just like malware, spyware? Was it Opera GX? Yeah, I forget. Was it Opera GX? I think it might have been Opera. Speaking of, this video, this stream is sponsored by Opera G. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like this. Let's try someplace else. Oop. Safari and Firefox. Now I'm curious. I use Edge, which is just Microsoft branded Chrome. What am I hearing? Oh, dude, I remember. I got stuck in here. All right, man. Keep it to yourself. Come on. Oh, I gotta do my drugs. The fact that I got clipped is nuts. My favorite part, and I guess it's just like a symptom of how people just like stick to things, but the amount of people that think that you can't back up your you can't back up like your data or your bookmarks on other platforms. It's like, what? It's like, what? Like, it's not 2007 anymore. Actually quite normal. All right. Updating something. Sorry. Okay, this room is making me feel things that I shouldn't have. Yeah, I guess on New Game Plus you get access to a bunch of new stuff. Alright, well, here we go. I hate this room. Whatever that phobia is of bugs, it's a very real thing in this room. I might just look this up. Because this thing can be like 7 different numbers. We're looking this shit up. I'm not. I already did this before. Oh my god. What the hell is this place called? To remake. Insect phobia. How many browsers in my life nowadays? I'm using Brave. How is Brave? I mean, I'm assuming you like it, but SH2 remake. Bug room code. First thing that shows up. 239. Are we sure? Internet, don't let me down. Alright, bugs. Come on, man. Oh, it's a combination of one of the. This is so, man. We have 20 viewers. Or you know. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. That room is so painful. Yep, come on, Jimmy. All right, time to encounter the guy. The guy, the dude, the man with the ass. Edward. Man, you know, we need a developer or a hardware manufacturer to get freaky with consoles again. Like I need the PlayStation camera to make a comeback. I need Xbox's rumor handheld tomorrow.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and
They made him so large in this game.
oh, hi James.
I need my PS4 so you can use my PS camera for OnlyFans.
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
What do I say to that?
Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know.
No one's doing that. It's a gap in the
Came out of
market.
nowhere.
You know, you are a marketing specialist, so I do believe you.
I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you. I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I could see it in his
Live
eyes.
streams on PS4 on day what?
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me.
Still can't believe Nintendo's charging a
told him
premium
not
for the
to,
Virtual
but,
Boy thing.
He didn't listen.
Oh, Nintendo.
You can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
How much are they charging for it?
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway.
It's not a gun, it's an evoker. Wait, bro, has somebody modded Eddie into P3 Reload? Oh, I might have to commission that.
Yeah.
But dude, who would be him? Oh man. Can't be my guy Dorkun. I hate the internet. They really refer to that man as Dorkun. But look at him. I wonder. Oh, what's on the menu? Hold on. Get in line. One grits with lard boiled meatloaf, beans, bread, and coffee. Well, you're definitely going to survive. I don't know if I can say anything else. I also love how they expanded this place. About a 5.56. Well, there's our rifle. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the witness checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. Also, heads up, if I'm a little quiet when playing Silent Hill F, probably because I'm scared, but also just trying to get immersed. Because, you know, you get one playthrough. Even though I'll probably play that game multiple times. 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, I could be like just dumb, but it takes me a second to piece together how all the Silent Hill games work. Like in terms of themes and characters and stuff. Like I just need to sit there and let it marinate for some time. I got the map. Right. Bueno. Have you repented? There you go. Repent. Oh my God. The other thing that makes Silent Hill games challenging, especially if you haven't played one before, is that fucking everything means something in these games. Nothing's just done because, hey, it's a video game, deadlines, get it done. There's an impetus behind everything. Drugs. Love drugs. The prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know. And so they dream blissfully in the sinners that they are. For no matter how foul you are and loathsome one's existence may be, human nature abides. Amen. I guess. Eddie could be the moon confidant, the gourmet king. No, dude. Eddie's gotta be one of the main cast. Brother, I need to hear Eddie just scream and summon a persona. This place is actually unsettling. This is not going well for me. Ow. Damn. I wonder if Eddie's persona would just be a serial killer. That thing's gonna be horrifying. They'll be like, persona! And then everybody just gets shot. Hopefully Neobards is a good job. I guess you can't open up all these. Oh no. Dude, as long as you don't have the ones with the knives. The ones with the knives, my god. There's really nothing back here but ammo. I still can't get over the fact that Blooper made a good game. But apparently Layers of Fear is supposed to be good as well. Dude. Nope. Yeah, there's supposed to be that monster with no, like... And the observer, yep. Oh no, not the cavalry. How are we doing, gentlemen? Hopefully serendipitous. Honey bunches is... As long as you know you're the only person that can talk to me like that. I'm just kidding. Actually, no, I'm not. I kind of like this thing we have going on. Makes me feel special. Why am I like this? One day I want to be normal. Actually, what am I about to be? I'm getting up there. I don't think I can be normal. But you're cheap. Oh my god. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's this. Apparently Layers of Fear actually isn't bad. I don't know. And apparently Chronos is pretty good. I think when Chronos goes on sale, we're going to pick it up. Oh, I need to check the hallway. Or at the end of the hallway. Yeah, that's the game that I'm admittedly interested in as well, Chronos. Profound sadness. Yeah. I know a lot of video essay people had a hard time with them, but yeah. Everybody's gotta be a critic. We can't just have fun with slop no more. Yeah, it's a slob, man. Slob cannot be underappreciated. I also love the term just slop. It is so funny to me. Yeah, guys, I'm going to try to get the Silent Hill 1 video out on like Monday. Hopefully. I just have to proofread the script and proofread the script, record, and then editing and all that shouldn't take too long. But good lord, did I need to spend some time with Silent Hill 1 to wrap my mind around that game story. I guess I just need to be expected to be jumped. Also, it might... Dude. The fuck am I hearing? I'm gonna act like I'm all alone. Brother. Yeah, there are parts of this game that are like actually horrifying. Headless Serpent, I think that's where we need to go. Just go here and take a left. I did finish a good ending, yes. Man. Hey, General Von, man. You gotta bring your hate over to YouTube. The first thing I played that I missed in the good ending was the thing. Man. Yeah, no, the dude, it's just so like obtuse. The game is just so obtuse, but not in the bad way, but in the really cool, charming, interesting way. And I also can't wait to have this video done so I can actually talk about it with well, so I can actually go and watch like other people's videos, because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I missed. Like, if you enjoyed my RE2 video, it's going to be more of that, just kind of me spitballing and sharing my thoughts. More spitballing and just sharing my thoughts. Go. Man. To an extent. To an extent, but I guess there's like two theories. I have like two prevailing theories of what they could be, but I don't know. Saying anything definitively about a Silent Hill game is always kind of scary to me. There's just so much of it's left up to interpretation. I'm about to get jumped from fucking... Brother, there's so many of them. Ow. Theory A, if you subscribe to like any of Harry's psyche making its way into Silent Hill, it could be a reflection of how he actually sees his daughter and a bunch of other people. His daughter, children, potential insecurity around that, and how he sees them in the grand scheme of things. Or it can be like just the fear of the fact that daughter got caught. The parental mind starts to wander. Inability to protect her. And then if it's obviously just Alessa's mind, it's like, all right, these people probably just hated her. But I don't know. That's nowhere interesting enough for me. Brother, this place sucks. Oh. Yeah. Like, the way you describe the Silent Hill 2 video is... Yeah, the way you describe the Silent Hill 2 video is pretty spot on. Where it's going to feel like just a video that came right out of 1999. As somebody who didn't look up anything. Are all these shits locked? I'm going to have to crack open a door. You know, just in case, you know, you never know. Yeah, those would be my prevailing theories as well as some other stuff. But also, I don't know if the game is as much as a character study as some of the other Silent Hills. So, I'm gonna over. Oh yeah, like I said, all these interpretations could be entirely off. Because like I said, I haven't seen anybody else's videos or thoughts. They're just right off the top. Yeah, not much is left for interpretation. It's one of the reasons why well, what's left up to interpretation are... Actually, I don't know. I don't know, because whatever I'm saying is obviously going up against like everything that a community is said, and what people have chosen to take is like is reality. But who knows? Silent Hill 1 could just be a very direct game. I could just be reading too much into it. Half the experience though is just getting past like the mystery of like what the hell's going on. Because if you only play that, it's one of those games that I think it's a game that's definitely better played when you have on like multiple runs. Because the first time it's like, oh, we're just waking up all the time. Oh my god. Yeah. The second game is definitely much more interesting though, I think. First game is still like very charming though. It's not like bad or anything. But yeah. Oh my god. I'm actually excited to play 3 because I hear that 3 is also really good. I don't know if it's as subdued as like the first and second game, but yeah, the second game is great. And I enjoyed the first one as well. Are there really no walls to just go through? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's just downhill after the 3. They went on a generational run and that was the... I am optimistic about F though. Oh my god. I would walk into that. Doesn't have to be like this. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the other games have in store. But primarily like 3 and I don't know. I heard 4 is an experimental game, which you're either with or not. Well, the reason why I think it can be quote unquote that deep is just because there are numerous articles where the director is like, yeah, shit's just here. Like everything doesn't necessarily make sense. It's like shit's just here. It's supposed to incoherently happen, but I don't know. Part of me is just, I don't know. Part of me also thinks there might be a method to that madness. And I think if you're willing to dig, there might be something there. But if not, it's like, hey, analysis paralysis, move on. But everybody brings something unique whenever they watch something, so, or whenever they experience something. I need to find that fucking key, dude. Oh. It's full circle. Is it? Just about. You know, earlier we were talking, I don't know if Tails is still here lurking, but we were talking about a preference I had between the remake and the original of Silent Hill 2. I think the original is better, but the remake does bring a lot of cool and interesting changes that I don't necessarily hate either. Like, I think people that call this a bad remake are just being a little disingenuous. Well, I was really annoyed who was going. Yeah. I think I might have had a different perspective if I didn't. Maybe I can throw that in the script. Add like a little excerpt about how I might have had a different experience if this was my first time playing an RE game, or a Silent Hill game. But yeah, assuming that's right here. Okay, we don't have shit for rounds there. All right, we're done here. Let's go grab that weight. Go to the creepy outside. If I just run by. All right, man. We have a mistake here. You know what? How about I can't aim on a controller? Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna go over like my entire thought process of watching cutscenes over and trying to pick apart and derive some value, because I do think that there's something there. I hate this place. Like, oh yeah, come outside. We just have ambient footsteps. That's frustrating. Oh. And a little more on the left. Beautiful. On to the next one. So I think we're going to the ox. Either the ox or the boar. Yeah, the video probably won't be what you're expecting. Probably the aux then. But I'm about to get jumped from fucking nowhere and scream. Please be open. Wonderful. That's completely fair. That's completely fair. Just sharing an experience. I'm more excited to hear what people have been thinking about that game after 30 years almost. It was a good idea to add some verticality to this place. Why did I run into that? It was a great start to the series, though. But after playing that game, I could definitely understand why everybody was enamored with 2. But to my surprise, and I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, I didn't realize how badly those Silent Hill games sold. Oh my god. Like, I would have thought that they sold a few more copies, but the first one's like the best-selling one, isn't it? Because what 2 is like, I think I saw the figures. I think 2 was like 800,000 copies or something. It really wasn't that much, comparatively, of course. It was just surprising. I think Silent Hill 1 sold like 1.5 million copies. Oh no. It did well. Keys, keys, and keys. I'm so excited to get stuck on the Silent Hill F puzzles. God, I'm going to be leaning on you guys so hard. Yeah, people seem pretty optimistic about it. I haven't heard much about Neobard, whatever they're called. the developer, but you obviously have a hell of an opportunity in front of you. L block D block. Well. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when Pachinko and all their other investments shell up. They come back to their old IPs. Super high expectations. Expectations are always so scary, though. It feels like the higher they are, the more of a chance you have of just being disappointed immeasurably. I think I'm more happy that it's just a new game, though, more than anything. Not a fucking remake. Not a remaster. Just a new game. That is so great. I started watching a little Higurashi, but I didn't like it. Actually, I finished the first... Actually, I'm lying to you. I finished the show. And then I think it was season 2, and I was like, yeah, I'll come back to this one day. There's just no way in hell I won't expect P from that guy. Fair. Okay. Purely the shift keys for C4. Yeah, the anime. What was it? What was it translated to? When they cry or something, you gotta read the visual novel. The classic. So the opposite of a Steins Gate situation. Brother. Like, you're literally oh my god. Man, shout out to my favorite visual novel, White Album 2. Brother, if I ever pick up a message that reads like this, I'm freaking the fuck out. So fast. I think it's like it should. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'd imagine. Oh, we're in this fucking place. Here we go. I also love how many changes they make with New Game Plus. I told you, you didn't listen. Interesting. I think when the game gives you a bunch of resources, trying to tell you something. Oh, speaking of Chalatia, I'm at the tail end of season 1 of Ghost in the Shell. Brother, they don't make them like they used to. My God. But yeah, expectations are dangerous. That's why I try to keep my expectations in check. Like, obviously I get excited about games and I want like good stuff or like what's best for them, but I don't know. Eventually you'll have expectations so high that nothing can just reach them. I have like an episode or 2 to go. And then I'm done. I'm probably going to finish it tonight after a stream. Yeah. That shit is like actual peak. Not the peak people just be throwing around. It's like actually great. It's fantastic. It is genuinely fantastic from start to finish. It is turned into one of my favorite shows ever. I had a friend that said everybody didn't love season 2 as much as they did season 1. But that's probably because it's less of an episodic show. From what I've heard. Am I free? Did I survive the onslaught? Yeah. And it's not even like you're a bad person for having just low expectations. It's just easy to be disappointed. Dude, I'm literally running away. How do you do so much fucking damage? Enough. Oh. There, wait. There are the stairs. The game's mid, it's gonna be really funny. And you also have to remember that mid today is also like pretty good. Not like mid 10 years ago. But now we're getting to mid-onomics. And how mid today is disproportionately mid. It is such a funny term. It has no business being as funny as it is. But it's hilarious. Alright, Steam. Sorry. I love that term, it just kills me. But yeah, like when your game's mid too, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. There's like a conversation to be had. Because, I mean, like we're all alluding to, when your expectations are too high, there's, I don't know. When your expectations are too high, there's just nothing that you can do to be satisfied. And when that happens, it's just not fair. It's like, dude, why didn't you just drop a 10 out of 10? That's all I'm asking for. Excuse me? Like, I'm not asking for much, just a 10 out of 10. Speaking of, do I have any money? I have 401. I need to look at my team again. What do we have? Pixie, Kobold, Kabuso. Okay. I guess I'm gambling on an ogre. Dude, look how weak it is to everything. Good lord. Thing's a trash can. Come here. Yeah. Who's the trash can? I thought you're weak to everything. You know, you're rolling with me. Except I'm lying. Also, I think we're gonna play a P3 Reload at some point on stream. It'll be fun to play on stream. Just because that's a lot of game.
Man, a Morisando.
This is so... What? This is so loud.
I never have imagined something like this when I came out here yesterday. Hey, isn't that...
You're Yuzu, right? I remember you from Haru's shows.
Yes, I'm Yuzu Tanikawa. I'm surprised you remember me, Jin.
Shout out Laura
A man
Bailey.
in my line of work has to have a good memory for names and faces.
Sounds like a tough job. Oh,
Got 6 days to live.
Oh, there's this indie singer I really like named Haru. Jin's kind of Haru's guardian. I met him at a show and we've spoken a couple of times since. Jin always watches out for people, so everyone tends to consider him a big brother.
Yeah,
You flatter me, Yuzu.
I think after this,
So,
all
are
that I
these
have
your
left
friends?
is like
We
Digital
haven't
Devil
met.
Saga, maybe like the original Soul Hackers.
Oh, sorry. Feel free to introduce yourselves, guys.
I'm Atsuro Kihara. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm running out of Megaton.
The name's Eiji, but
I mean, well,
Jin.
I'm not running out of that. There's so much.
I'm in a real fix. Everything from the ice to the fruits in the fridge are wiped out. Well, no sense crying over spoiled
When you
milk.
look at the main
Just gotta
protagonist
let
of
the
this
power
game,
come back.
P3 and Metaphor, it's
You been here long?
hilarious.
Bet you've been out since the blackout.
They're all just blue-haired
Sorry
protagonists.
situation. Hurry home and let your folks know you're safe, okay?
I wonder how just changing,
About that.
how just having like wild hair colors just became the thing.
What? The station's locked down and no one's getting through? You pulling my leg? The bar TV's busted and my cell's dead too. Looks like we're all in the dark. Man, what's going on?
I wonder why they put this on the bottom
Your
half of
cell
the
doesn't
screen.
work either? That's been a huge problem for us, too.
This shit's gonna be a bitch to edit if I
Well,
like this game.
Sitting here won't get us home, so we're thinking of looking for a way out.
Sounds like a big deal, but if the government's on the job, this should blow over soon.
I hope you're right.
Just you watch, it'll be over by nightfall. I'm gonna go catch some Z's at the bar.
You know. Hold on, boys. I'm gonna try to get freaky with it. Hold on. Let me try something. Let me try. See if I can get creative here. Pause the record. Hold on. It's definitely not. I copy him. Okay, they both changed. Here. All right. This is why I never do. This is why I never do this improv. Hold on. I do. This. A little bit bigger. Sorry, I know this looks janky. Just bear with me. How if I do center to screen? Bring it up. This. Oh, if I hit center. Finally. Okay, boom. That I think it looks better this way instead. So now can I flip between this and the wonderful. Okay.
If you need help with anything, just give me a holler.
Okay, thanks a ton, Jin.
Hey, what did the death clock say about Jin?
6? Why? Is Jin going to die in 6 days? But this is insane.
I see. I hoped if we stayed close to people with
All right,
high
hopefully
numbers,
this looks
we'd have
better.
better odds of survival.
I get it.
I'm gonna try to figure out a better way to do it
Number are likely
later
to live for a
off
while.
stream.
They might help us.
We can't know for sure, but we should do everything we can to increase our odds of survival. Hey, wasn't that Naoya? Gotcha!
And Cyber Sleuth.
Hey, where did Naoya go?
Now we need the full screen.
Look, over there.
Make
I just
fun
saw
emotional.
someone go that way. It could be Naoya.
You know what game I've unironically been like
Alright,
playing over
let's
the
go
past
after it.
year? Soul Hackers 2. It is.
What?
It has
Why are there
problems.
so many demons out in broad daylight?
I guess it doesn't.
But yeah,
matter
there's
to
so
them
much
what time of
Megaton,
day
man.
it
It's
is.
it's actually stupid.
But whatever. We've got to do something about
Like
it.
if somebody plays every Megaton game, and I mean all of
What's the
them,
plan?
my God.
So we deal with these guys first and then continue looking for him?
That's the safest way. If we don't defeat them, they'll probably come after us.
I say we don't have a choice. Soul Hackers 2 does not have to be on your list. Yeah, trust and believe that does not have to be on your
Be
list.
careful of where you are in relation to the demons. If they surround someone who's all alone, it'll be dangerous.
I know. We have to work together, so let's think our moves out carefully.
Screw being a good sport. They'll go down faster if we gang up on them.
Oh. It is solid B tier game. I don't know. I don't hate it, but it's
I'm not
very.
scared. I'm not.
I don't hate it, but it is a very just old school game. Oh yeah. Weak to wind. Wind and ice. Annoying. Yeah, you'll have fun with it. You'll have fun with it. It does have its problems though, obviously. Turn. Maka
Whoa,
bonus.
What the?
Yeah, it's very old school. For better or
So
for
we
worse
receive this
sometimes.
bonus if we get extra turns or don't get hurt in battle, huh? We just gotta stay on top of things then as we fight. All right, I'm up for it.
Better be. I guess. Wait, what is the mission? Just to eliminate everything? Defeat all the demons. Oh. I think we can do that. Yeah, you got it for cheap though. That's what's important.
Remember yesterday. I can do this.
I got it for full price. I know you're jealous. Well, don't be. I also tried to install like a texture pack with this game. Man, it's not looking good. Maka bonus. Also, this game is automatically peak because it doesn't have demon negotiation. Brother, why are you guys running? Oh, it's hands on sight. Love that. No, the textures aren't on. It just crashed. Yeah, the emulator just crashed, so if I did that, if I just stopped bothering. Nope. Give me that extra turn. Yes, sir. This game is just cool. Oh god, they're running away from me. Can't go anywhere either. They've been bound. Binded, however you want to call it. And I'm super excited to see where the story goes. I'm assuming like Demon Fusion and all that's in this game too. Uh-oh. Brother, if you don't stop using fucking bind. Gotta say, it's just hands on sight. No, I couldn't attack there. Brother, why do you... Uh-oh. This is also fun to somebody like me who's just never played many, someone like me who just never played many SRPGs. Alright, I'm running low on magic, to no one's surprise. Oh, this was the game to introduce manual skill inheritance? Wow. I'm sure people were probably like, what took them so long? Same thing with like Dyad Fusion and SMT5. Because... man, the fact that SMT5 eliminated the need to just pull up a map, or to pull up like a fusion, pull up a fusion map is so great. Uh-oh. Yeah, like I have a friend who's playing Strange Journey for the first time and he's just like, dude. He's like, why doesn't this game give you more information? And I'm like, yeah. It is better in the long run. Alright, let's get you closer. Here. that? Uncritical hit guaranteed. Oh shit. And he's attacking? Oh, there ain't no way he had so much set play. Good for him. Nice. Yeah, because when you're trying to get certain things, it can obviously be a nightmare. Like games like Nocturne easily come to mind. When you want to fuse specific things, good luck. Oh, the little homie's about to die.
Huh? More demons? Where the hell did they come from?
Not looking good for our heroes. Yeah. No, the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, is this game real? It's funny because it just makes you wonder why they never like went back to it. They just never like leveraged features from it. Again. Do I only get one heal? I do only get one heal. Depending on the party members. Interesting. Of course. Yeah, we need to ironically hide you. Unless you just that should get you away. That's not good. This game is definitely making me use my brain in ways that I haven't before when playing a Mega 10 game, so I think that's immediately exciting. Dude, bind in this game is brutal. Devil speed, movement up. Oh my god. I mean, that'd be stupid. I wish I could give myself more magic, but I'm still shocked that you said that this game is only like 40 hours. Which is obviously still a lot of time, but, you know, for Megaton, 40 hours is like a walk in the park. Yeah, the difficulty feels appropriate for sure. It doesn't feel bad. God, I'm about to die. Yep. Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail this. I can already feel it. Oh my god. That's one of the funniest things that Cosmiconico said. He's like, yeah, you know, when we made Strange Journey, we made it with the intention that people were going to be playing it on and off, or like on buses or trains in between meetings and all that. And I'm like, I can't imagine experiencing Strange Journey on a handheld. Like, the idea of going through some of those sectors in between work meetings is horrid. Like, that is so crazy to me. That's what Cosmiconico said in an interview. He's like, yeah, I wanted to make something that people could just pick up and put down. And I'm like, brother, if you're not locked in on Strange Journey, you're not beating that game. That game is the epitome of lock in or die. But it is one of the funniest things that I've read. I was like, this can't be real. He talked about it during Redux's like little marketing thing. During the marketing campaign. It is hilarious though. Alright, well, with the power of friendship, I think we can be okay. Alright, let's see if we can get you to creep over here. Yeah, this is an SMT game. It's one of the few that I have yet to play. And it's an SRPG, so fresh for me. Honestly. Can she charm somebody? Too far away. No problem. So what if we do this? And then we go here. I hate being stupid. That was evil. Heal low. Oh. Healing. Heal low, 1 team chance of side benefit. Well, it's a good thing that that's a reading. Always so scary. No, this game's cool. It's a generally cool experience. The range is bigger. Plus the side effect. And I'm not asking for much. We just gotta put this creature down like a dog. Alright, hopefully this is it.
All right, we did it.
Here I was thinking I was cooked. Why is everything just on the bottom screen? We need some magic.
We lost him. Back to square one for us.
We
Why did he
desperately
even
need
start
some
showing
magic.
up? What's with that crazy auction? The questions keep piling up. We have to find him.
I'd like to give him a piece of my mind, too. It's his fault we're in trouble.
Laura Bailey.
Oh, but we shouldn't forget to look for a way out while we're at it.
I agree. If we don't make it out alive, I'll be missing out on all my favorite forums.
Just
I guess everyone lives for something.
Don't give me that look. Hey, does the death clock still say 0? It hasn't gone up, has it? I had a feeling you'd say that. We can't find a way out. The death clock's stuck on 0, and the hours march on. Damn
we're
it.
cooked.
What are we supposed to do?
Our
We got
DSs.
mail. Who knows? Let's check it out.
Or listen to that thing chug. This game has magnetite? Oh no. If certain conditions are met during battle, you may be able to set any comp skill already registered in the comp on a demon. Please know that the key to this function is an energy known as magnetite. It's still relatively unknown, and we are continuing to experiment with it. Magnetite is thought to be the type of vital energy. The skill set bonus involves charging a large amount of magnetite with the comp and releasing it much faster if you fight efficiently, similar to Maka. Okay.
So something called a skill set bonus has been added on top of the Maka bonus. It's more to worry about in battle, but if we play our cards right, it could pay off.
This is such a guy thing. You better not do anything risky going after this stuff. You know, it just occurred to me. Who's sending these emails?
It's me.
You think so? It sounds like someone completely different to me.
Well, if it's SMT, it has to be God, right?
Now you might not have written them, but the wording and such should be based on his. Like robots with AI personalities, their code is still written by humans. These advice emails might be generated by a program that now you created. Like when you write software for general use, you gotta leave documentation. The emails are so impersonal because they're general documentation, which means this demon summoning program was always meant for third-party use. I wonder, do you think it was meant for us three?
Imagine getting an email from God. Never know. Never know, man. God could always be on the table. Okay, yeah, making the smaller screen bigger was definitely the play. I need to go and organize this footage later. Okay, before we do that shit again. We need to go gamble. We always need to go and gamble. Move through obstacles, boof, yeah. Cell phone and a persona. I mean, we are nothing but ants to them. What's your buy now? 315? Nah, we gotta go gambling. Boys, we gotta go all in. I don't... Motherfucker. Alright, no. Dude, he bid high as shit. Got fucking robbed. You know what? You weren't lying when you said this was funny. It's hysterical. It is actually hysterical. All one of the team. Okay, wind, nothing. Okay. Electricity. I'm beautiful. You can heal. Let's actually be smart here. I have everything except ice. Tech leader from Lethal Attack. Now, I wish this man wasn't just useless, but good lord, look at him. I wish his music wasn't catching on. Childhood friends with domain. Yeah, I actually really fuck with these character portraits. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here. I got some family coming to stay with me for the weekend, so don't know if I'm gonna be live. Maybe I'll try to squeeze in like a live stream before I go and before I get this Silent Hill 1 video out. But yeah, Silent Hill F drops. I'm gonna stream that entire playthrough, so that should be fun. Obviously, feel free to come through if you're interested. And after that, I'm probably just going to play more Devil Survivor because this game's really cool. So, yeah, that's all I got. Be sure to join the Discord if you're curious for updates. Follow me on Blue Sky or Twitter, or really any place. And I will catch you guys in the next one. It's right over. So, have a nice night, guys.